I've given up. I don't care. I don't. If my stream goes weird, then it goes weird. Maybe it's just experiencing the random stuff. I don't know. Hang on, let me reprocess my stuff. But hello, good morning. Hello, I'm late. My bed was too warm. Does it? I feel like it's showing over on the studio YouTube thingy. It's saying YouTube's not receiving enough video for smooth. Maybe it's because my settings are a bit weird. Cause I haven't really changed much of my streaming settings from when I first started, when it was pretty bad. So maybe it's that. I'll have to go through and do a couple more retest ones maybe. But yes, hello, good morning. I am things are happening. Let me just get into the game and go to the start menu. I'll move my thing here down a bit. Yep. Yeah, there's a couple frame drop thingy. When? I don't know. I don't even know what I'll do when I actually reach 100. That's the problem. I didn't actually expect to get this far. Streaming was just like a spur of the moment thing. Right, I never actually talked about it. Oh, sorry. I went to zoom in onto the studio thingy. But I was actually supposed to stream with someone. That they give me. Am I going fast? It's been almost 2 months since I started. Hang on, 25. Oh, 2 months and a bit since I started, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let me just quickly say this. I was actually supposed to stream with one of my friends because it was a spur of the moment thing. We were coming home from eating out in the city, and I brought up the whole VTuber stuff and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh, do you want to try it?" Like, I looked at him and like, yeah, I kind of wanna. Just because I'll talk to myself a lot during just me playing my games. Like, okay, we'll do it together. You might have seen it then. On my coffee, there's like a takoyaki styled overlay. I made it for him. But yeah, he's more busy though, so I'm guessing he's not streaming. I think he's not streaming anyways. But yeah, so that was the thing. What's the delay now? About 10 seconds? About 10 seconds delay, that's not bad. But yeah, I don't actually know what to do when I reach 100. Yeah. Okay, anyways, into the game. There you go. Day 3 investigation. The cliffhanger though, Lana, more or less, she didn't actually, no, she did she? No, she didn't technically say that it was forged evidence. It's that they had to take drastic measures for that case, but karaoke for him to celebration gotcha. I actually do want to, but then the thing is, I'm not very good at remembering lyrics at all, so I'll have like even when I'm singing on my own, if it's like a new-ish song, then 80 people around the world is watching yourself go. 80 people, that's kind of, it's 80 people in one room. Oh, watching me is kind of scary. Just a little bit. No. This is like what happened when I was like just before I reached 300 followers on Twitter, I think it was. Was it Twitter? And I was like, I'm happy here. I'm happy where I am. And then I just like reached 300. So, anyways. You can go then. You can go. You can go away now. You can go. I'll be happy with 79 people. Okay, into the stream we go. If you hear any chewing in the back, it's my rabbit nibbling, because he's a biter, and he's a biter. Never mind. I'm gonna confiscate it. One moment. Yo. Stop finding that. You know? Come here, give it. Yoink. Confiscate it. Pop, 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 pop. Oh? Is it hot or is it cold? Isha. Look at the lag spike. That's fine. That's fine. A lot of people watch the archive anyways. You can't bite that. Drop frame stack to 54%. That's a worrying thing. Okay. Not that's a little number 9. Hey. No, it's not a number anymore. Okay, into the string. It is hot. February 24th, 3:12 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Office. I remember the name gets changed later on in the game. I think it was Wright Everything Goes, something like that. No, that's wrong. But like they do everything. Like Emma, no, you're all good, Dan. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm just gonna ignore any red thingies over on this side, cause that's fine. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Nah, I kind of expected it, but that side profile though was beautiful. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But again, that side profile, very pretty, very nice. Even if she's sad, but it's a really nice side profile. Yeah, roughly a 10-second delay. I didn't know. Of course you wouldn't know. You're not as close anymore. I knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. That was 2 years ago then. Were we interning? No? I don't want a Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. Wait, what? That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean? What do you mean what happened to you, Emma? You're not listed as a victim. Hello, helicopter. It's... Hello? Can I help you? Oh, it's so bright out there. It's all there in the files. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I read that. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. Well, what did she have to do with these killings, Emma? What did she? Okay. Oh, on the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Oh. Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. Okay. Yep, okay. So that means you... Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. Would you consider her as a victim though because she was targeted? No? I didn't see that one coming. Poor Emma. What did you see though? It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of year too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. Okay. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Oh, that's when they were still close. I mean, they're close-ish now, but they was close to her. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Ugh. Okay, that would be terrifying to see this man just like slam open the door and he's just there. I'd be terrified. I get scared of everything now that I think about it. I'm a scaredy cat. Joe Dark. I'm happy that this guy's dead though. It seems like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. And he lost his composure. I didn't know what was going on. What did you see? Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Seems like a good man though, this guy. Too bad he's dead. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage, but before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then what happened? Did you get knocked out? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. I think I missed the flash. I was trying to look at it. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. A permanent picture. What an odd incident, my dear. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that. So what did she testify then? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. Okay. Yeah, that's still good. Oh, that must be why she made up the crime. Oh, so this is the forging evidence bit then. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? Wonder what she did. What did she do to make the crime scene... The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Did he know? Edgeworth? Again, did Edgeworth know? Yes. Okay, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, it's all my fault. No, you were a kid 2 years ago. Emma is, how old is she? 14? She's pretty young. 16. So she was 14 at the time. Don't blame yourself for Are you being mean to my Emma, Leslie? You're being mean to this precious babe. She's like one of the young. Is she the youngest person we've had so far? Yeah, because Maya's 18. Everyone else is like older, so she's the baby now. You talk ill about her, you get back to the face. If I could just have testified properly, none of this would have happened. Ah, that's familiar. Those words are familiar. So it's true. Even though you may not have known it. Ooh, so many frame drops. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After the case ended, Lana was never the same. Ooh, she became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. Okay. What did you see in the instant the crime occurred? Oh, okay, yeah. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. Yeah, and I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, she doesn't look like she aged at all, Emma, in this picture. When it came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma, you've been through so much. And move my mouse a bit. Oh, that's an empty courtroom. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. Poor baby. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. This is a very familiar thing right here. Something like this similarly happens in one of the newer games, no, second newest, Dual Destinies. She was 14. Yeah, it was 2 years ago, so she was 14 at the time. Yeah, God, if I would have witnessed something like that, I would be silent, especially at that age. 14. I was pretty shy when I was 14. I still am, technically. I'm a bit more confident now, but I was super shy when I was 14. From, I'd say 10 to maybe 2 years after I finished high school, maybe somewhere around that time frame. If I was streaming then, no, I would probably cry at the thought of talking to other people. That's how shy I was. Anyways, I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. Oh, what's the picture like? 2 years ago. Yeah, you must have been 14. That's understandable. It's okay. You did your best. You did your best. Someone younger than you tried. She also failed. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. Oh, that's a good reason. I want to be able to fight crimes with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. Ooh, go. That way, Lana would never have to forge again. She's such a good kid. Oh, at age, she's such a good kid. Good on you, Emma. I see. Meanwhile, Wright became a prosecutor because someone else helped him. Or to say that nobody would have to feel like they're alone when put on trial or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. It was ages ago. A couple of episodes ago. Do you think? I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Perjury. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Actually, that's a good question. I'm gonna go on a theory thingy. Because it was storming then, maybe a blackout happened when they were... So I'm gonna guess that they had caught Dark. And then they were interrogating him. And then the lights went out. And then he ran. And because it was pitch black, he went into the first door. Maybe? I don't know. That's what I'm guessing for now. Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor? Oh, there's no mystery there. I don't like him. Aha! I was right. Jodak had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. Yeah, makes sense. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Oh. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, because if you take someone who's suspected of a crime into question, you remove everything from them, every metal stuff, like definitely a knife. But he had a knife on him. I mean, he also say Lana had a knife in her office. He could have easily just grabbed that. So why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Is it a straight path towards the sister's office? Because the detective's office and the questioning rooms are right across from the elevator. Why wouldn't he go down the elevator then? across from the elevator. Wait, what? And the questioning... But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? Was she not then? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? I said she wasn't then. 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Ah, I can see her as a detective. It would suit her. She was the best in the entire force. So why did she become a... What? That's new to me. That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. But why? Why? Did she... Was it a transfer or... Was it... what's the term? Getting a rank up? There's a term for this, and I don't remember it. Maybe it will come to me. But at the time, at this point, it's not. Lana used to be a detective. I'd better have another talk with her. Let's go talk to Z. Lana. And get some info. Excuse me, why did you have to reveal that they were forging evidence at that time? February 24, detention center visitors room. Lana. Lana. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Why? Answer, say hello to Emma. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Ooh, it's another lag spike. Lana. Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago? And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. Yes, alright. I'm gonna see how long I could do the stream, because my sister has an exam in an hour and 20-ish. So I'll see how far I can go. I don't know how long this game is. But I'm feeling we're at least middle, maybe middle. We're in day 3 right now. And normal court proceedings only last for 3 days? 3 or 4 days if we're pushing, but I think it's normally 3 days. So this one might be the last day. Maybe. Maybe that's alright. Maybe. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about the that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. Of course I've got a right to know. I'm helping you. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. More or less connected. At least the people are connected, but it doesn't mean that the people are connected, not really the case itself. Oh, the evidence. Sorry, I forgot the evidence. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. And how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. Oh. That trial, it wasn't really fair. It really wasn't fair, was it? I believe in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. Uh-oh. It couldn't be helped, Emma. She's so very stone cold. And, oh. At the trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. That's an interesting way to put it. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15 there was no murder at the police department. What are you doing? Ah, yes, you're doing that. Still, the quote of "I sold my soul" is a bit it's an interesting term to use. Not term, sentence. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness Star said. Stabby. about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife? And it went silent. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. Is she trying to protect someone, Emma? I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so faced before. It's okay. I will help you. I will find the truth by bluffing my way through it. That's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. You are adorable. Oh, but we will know. We will know. Can't hide anything from us. We'll just drag it up somehow. Don't. So, Gant can go away. But that's, again, another good side profile. Very nice. She looks very... proud? Haughty, even? It's a good side profile. But Gant can go away. I don't want him. They still talk about the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Grant. So this is, what was he? Was he chief? Detective? No? Oh. He was the deputy chief of police back then. But he still worked, the crime scenes. Demond Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. My girl. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. Detective work looks fun. I wonder. No. I might try to find more detective-based games. Cause detective-based games. Fun. Emma really idolizes her big sister. Cute. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? Yeah, how did you being a detective go into you being a prosecutor? Oh, I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you can use that experience in court, right? Yeah. Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. Get out. Yep. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. So basically, that case was a big I keep thinking it's ranking up in the thingy, but promotion. That's the term. So basically, the case was like a giant promotion for like certain people. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. What did you guys do 2 years ago? 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command. That means the investigation lead was the one Gant, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office. Thank you. Wait, if they're in the same office, that means the office that Emma was in 2 years ago was Gant's one as well. Good to know. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Then Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Yeah, we can kinda tell. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That's when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us this. Okay. So, what did you see when you were first there? And what did you falsify when you were there? Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let the guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me. Wow! Man, my streaming stuff is not working well today. So, you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. Ding, 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 ding. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies. Ooh, 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna guess one of them is Emma, because she got knocked out. Was knocked out. Prosecutor Marshall, the victim Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Okay. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. You went straight to Emma, yeah. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all, her system must have gone. After all her system must have gone through. I'm suspicious, but she left the room then. It's from what I think I just read that she left the room. So someone else could have come in and done something. But which part of the what evidence was falsified during this? Hang on, I need my keyblade. I'm like keyblade, keyboard around. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence, Quite. I don't buy it. What are you saying? I don't buy it's a coincidence. There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. I don't know, something fishy is going on right now. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Might be more to that. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case might not be over yet. We go. Oh, Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The Chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder. Okie dokie dokie. I'll be seeing ya. No, it's at the... Here? February 24, police department entrance. It's a go. Howdy, Bambina. What's the delay now? Yeah, it's still roughly 10 seconds. Oh, Mr. Marshall. Hello. Do you hate us? I never thought I'd see things turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Because Sarah's... word and word. You'll never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambino? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. What's Billy? Who's Billy? Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. Uh-oh. It's a voluntary appearance. But we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go into the evidence room today, partner. You know good. But Mr. Marshall, why'd you do it? What will? What will? Why do prospectors head? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, we got some questions for you. Would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Wow, that was a giant lag right there. I noted that. I saw that lag. What is the lag now? It's still 10 seconds. Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Sorry, dude. I didn't get to see Angel. Just gotta talk to me now. Something was fishy about that child from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match. Oh, was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. Oh. What does that mean? Well, we look at the lag. It means there was a good chance that that weapon was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Jeez. It's the amount of lag today is really bad. Okay. Could be the facts have been concealed with forged evidence. The case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind, the rumors? Marshall! I got the looks, but he got the brain. I got the looks, but he got the brain. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together, and the last. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. Okay. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the broken shield? King of prosecutors. I knew it. Why are you looking at me like that for? That was an honor for a prosecutor. I don't know, Edward would say something different. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Or, Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty, so that means someone must have already emptied it out. What are these scars you are talking about? There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew the later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Gant and Lana? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambino. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Sky. What about these two? The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Sky. Ah, there wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. Suspicious. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. So something changed then. Something... I wouldn't say the transfer to the prosecutor's office, but something else. My stomach was grumbling. I'm hungry. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that you mention it, Emma said something like that too. Someone alive doesn't want anyone digging in the case. Lana is a possibility from the start, but I bet Gant is behind all this. I'm always suspicious of Gant. I don't like him. I bet he is. He has to be. He's like the only person in like this list of people that could be. Because we know his. She doesn't have one. She doesn't have one. She doesn't have one. He doesn't have one. We know his. We know his. I am forever suspicious of Gant. So many lag spikes today. This is a fun stream. Yeah, still 10 minutes. Still 10 second delay. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Oh damn it. Sorry Bambino, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know. He was the one who used the falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is the Gant. Ha 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 ha. We'd be suspicious of him. Don't blame me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't ever be a patrolman after today. I believe you. I was suspicious of the man from the start. He was too cute. He was acting way too giddy, too playful, too friendly. It's suspicious. Anyone that acts too friendly is not... Yeah, I don't know. And his like just silence and stares is just creepy as well. I find a lot of things creepy. Oh, what was that? Why'd you do that? Did you? What? Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Oh, Marcel. Adios, Bambino. Oh, he's a good guy. He was a good guy. Okay, let's go. Yummy yang! Oh, I hunger. February 24, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. Background characters are talking to us. This isn't good. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I'm not going to say anything about that. I am not going to say anything about that. My God. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, would like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Please let us in. Just use the connecting hallways to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. I thank you. Thank you, thank you. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? It's okay. I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Emma, shh. If they let us go in, just take it. Don't question it. Go. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Emma! Now I see why Detective Gumtree gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go. Oh, this is an interesting. He's got a piano organ pipe. I think that's what it's called. February 24th, Police Department Chief's Office. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. There it is. Boss music. It reminds me of Legend of Zelda, Ganon's. I don't know which game it was, but was it Ocarina of Time? No, or maybe it is just Breath of the Wild. But like as you get closer to Ganon, it's like an organ pipe kind of thingy at the beginning of it. Maybe I just remember hearing like the remix version of that theme. But that's what it reminds me of. Hello, stomach. Wow, where am I? Where are we? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it says on the door. Said on the door. Now check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. Why would you take organ lessons? They used to call me Little Miss Bats. Dun, dun, dun. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. My darling, I never could remember where C was. Uh-oh. Hi! Oh, it's you two. Hello! Chief Gant! Hiya! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, Writer, have you been swimming lately? Again, I don't swim. I can't swim. No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. It's been a tiring 3 days. I can appreciate that. I've got my hands full too. With Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Let me rearrange myself again. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean the forged evidence? Oh, so whose face thing was recorded? Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I actually never played it, and I'll never. This delays. This is fun. But yeah, I've never actually played Ocarina of Time. I do want to stream it though. I've just gotta figure it out. I just gotta figure out how which things to use in order to stream certain games. I'll figure it out when I get there though. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? Whoa. The sword's missing. The sword's missing. Is there a thing that shows... Yeah! Hey, there's a thing here. The sword's missing. There's even like a place for the sword. Sword and shield. Sword and shield. But there's a sword missing. That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. I see another thing. That vase. That vase thingy is this vase as well. Okay, so this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it though. I've already pointed out 2 things here. Because I am a smart one and I like staring at a lot of thingies. That stabbing knife there is also an interesting thing too. That suit. Don't do this. Anyways, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to look up here, so let's go out together. Oh. But this office... It was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case... Yeah, I bit my tongue. That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, would still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. Oh. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. I'm gonna investigate it one way or another. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Look at that lag swipe. That lag swipe is like 10 seconds at least. Yeah, 10 second delay. Okay, I'm gonna quickly just pop that into... Oh, I can't spot it. About a 10-second delay. So excuse me if it for me to see your comment, and I'm not in there. But I'll also... How do I pin this? How do I pin this? I'll pin that one. Okay. Nice. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with... It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all. What do you mean? Oh, I didn't notice this other's missing. I was so busy noticing she was recognized that. I noticed a lot of things, you know. I like staring at a lot of things. I like noticing things in the background. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. Hang on, I just realized I got a message as well. I'll quickly just check on that. Messages. There it is. Oh, we've got no food at home. Okay, looks like I'm ordering out for breakfast today. Nice. Okay, that means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue? I did the pause wrong. You mean like a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief office. We'd be sneaky and sneak in. No? No? Let's be sneaky and sneak in. I'm super hungry. Wow, my stomach let a really big grumble that I felt. But I'm only like not even an hour into the show. I'm gonna ignore it and keep going. I've got my jelly cup, so I'm prepared. February 24th, police station, criminal affairs department. Hey pal, hi Gumshoe. You left me in the last episode. Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? Well, you put aside again. I'm taking a breather. My feet hurt. Oh, poor boy. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone's coffee. Oh wow, it's like he's been demoted. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? Oh, he's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like a battle between... It's almost like the battles between you two in court. You consider those battles. It's just arguments. And me trying not to fail. Yeah, my ears wiggle a little bit now. I have to fix it, but... I got wiggly ears. That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsifying evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Maybe he stores his undies in his office. I don't want to find them if he does. I don't want to find out. Am I that hungry? Hang on, I'm gonna go grab myself a jelly cup. Yes, I know I'm hungry, okay? Let me shut up. What? Yeah. Eat it. There you go. Oh, bit dusty. Now Mr. Edgeworth has a whole world off this blood. Yikes. Talk, what you got? Okay, so, but why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Sky is the guilty party here, isn't she? Emma, don't be angry with me, please. Yeah, I'm sorry. Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Same goes for the attorney. Hang on, let me just open this first. Hey, no mess this time. This time, I say. 2 times I've eaten this jelly cup. There's been mess. Okay. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor has kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this, are there really so many people who hate him? I remember I hated him in the beginning. He grows on you. But not at the start. If you don't know him, then really easy to hate him. In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making. Hey Gumshoe, keep up the good work. I ain't saying those words. I will never say those words. Yes, sir. I am. Yeah, I don't say words like that. Interesting meeting. Let's go for lunch again sometime. My treat. Oh, okie dokie. Oh, no, you weren't talking to us. Okay. I thought you wanted to go. I thought Gumshoe was saying that so we could go out to eat with him. Eh, sure. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Gumshoe? Yes, sir. It seems you don't have problems with enemies. You have any problems with enemies, sorry. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyways, I'm a bit worried about him. Will you go see him? Under all that pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. I just whacked my mic, I'm sorry. Actually, I looked over the files earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Stark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, he was trying to protect some girl? Wait, so all the other times he didn't leave any evidence? So why was he being so sloppy now? I mean, he could have been surprised, but me. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. Does he still not realize it? That's when he left the most incriminating evidence for. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon? Oh, I forgot. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? His power of recollection never fails to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Oh! Let's do this first. And then we'll present the switchblade knife. Joe Duck was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? Oh. One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. So it was an accident? An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. An animal? Hmm? Oh, wait. He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the second crime. A kid walked by just as he killed him too. That's when he was burying a body. A jogger came up on the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. Yes, I know it's Richard Garcia, but I'm not gonna say the nickname. Richard has... I am very safe. I am very pure. I actually don't like saying these kind of words. It's just who I am. I don't consider this guy a serial killer. He just seems like he's a pretty careless animal. He cleaned up all... He killed anyone that witnessed it. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in? That's the confusing bit. Yes, but in the middle of his question, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that the last victim wasn't killed. That last witness, not witness wasn't killed. That last witness, aka Emma. Okay, yeah, I got a thing for you. Is this the murder weapon? Present. About this. Hey, is that? It has a tag attached to it with the label SO9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case has been closed, that knife has been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker room. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it. What's it? Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. Hello, Monty. You'll be hearing me say this after, like 10 seconds after you, after the stream, after you message, after you point that out. But hello, there's like a 10-second delay, so I'm like talking to myself and like I'm responding to anything anyone says in the chat afterwards. It's not good. I don't know why my stream isn't happy with me today. But it isn't, so I've got like 25 of the red unread notification thingies. Like, I didn't know why you don't like me today. It was raining yesterday, so maybe that messed up something with the internet. I don't know. But yes, hello, good evening. Now remember what the incriminating piece of evidence was. What'd I do? I clicked the thing. I clicked on the wrong thing. I should be here. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Duh, that's the reason we showed you the knife. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. What is it? Well, I don't know. To tell. That knife was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. Why did he have it on his person, though? We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it, too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? And that's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'd see it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. You didn't have to take a good look to notice that. Well, yeah. Anyway. Take a guess where the broken tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim Neil Marshall was carrying it inside his own body. Oh. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet. Down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Stabbed in the back, died from a punctured heart and lung. Okay. Switchblade. Yes. Let me get tab. Name of the deceased, Neil Marshall, 29, male, date of time, death, February 19th, between 7 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Cause of death, died from loss under 10 minutes. Okay. Died from blood loss, 10 minutes. Wouldn't there be some time between finding the body? Was that was 10 minutes or okay. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. I don't want to ask him anything. I don't like him. I don't like him. Hang on, I need this one? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't like Gant. I just don't. No good guy. That's just very. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? Can I get in? It's where prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. Hi, Rune. Hello. Welcome. I didn't miss it this time. You'll see this later. But I didn't miss your the comment. I'm doing well. I'm hungry, but I gotta keep playing. I just gotta keep playing. I don't know. I don't want this to be a short one because But like with how the stream is going, it might be a short one. I might stop this one before the main cases start. Like the actual trials actually start in this one. Yes, I might do that one with how the stream is going. Today's probably just a bad day. I had to have a long one, so. But yes, I'm doing well. How are you guys doing? How you doing? My head just went there. Okay. That's right. Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now and his office is locked. Can we get in? But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Please? Please? Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. Eee! What, really? But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Oh. Breach of trust. Simply put it, I'd be canned. Okay. Let's not do that. Sorry, pal. I didn't plan on getting fired because of you. Understandable. How about this idea? It was Detective Goodman's? That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Ooh. Oh. So in other words, Gumtree is our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. Do I have a thing? No, I don't think I have a thing, but maybe we can get Edgeworth to tell him, to get him. He admires Edgeworth after all. I'm in the parking lot, I think it was. I do. Hello, who's here? 24 prosecutor's office underground parking lot. No one's here today, not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. Yeah, it's 10 seconds, roughly. Roughly a 10-second a delay, a lag thing. So yeah, the stream is not really going well in regards of actually streaming it. it's a thing, and I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't know. It's such a problem. But it will turn up. It's turned up on my side, but it will show up eventually. Ain't that a good stream today? Why are people still watching? The delay is so bad. I mean, if you're just watching for the gameplay, that's completely fine. But if you're watching for me to talk to you guys, it's not working well. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But Angel isn't a detective, though. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought we would finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. We can do it. I've got to find... 4 minutes? Is there 4 minutes? On my screen, it's like a 10-second-ish delay. Hang on, I'm just going quickly. And not gameplay, OBS. Okay. Anyways, it's not good this stream today. Now that you mention it, it did feel a bit longer. Maybe. I'm just gonna keep playing, and then I'll let it buffer at the end, and at the end scene thingy, and just keep the end screen on so it eventually gets there. But why is it so bad today? I don't know. I've got to find the answers by tomorrow. We'll do the main case tomorrow. Next time. I need to go here. February 24. Hi, prosecutors. You got the classic Hololive curse. It passes on in streams like. Is that a curse? Is it a curse? Hang on. I will put emoji coin when I figure out how to do it. Where is it? No. No. I tried. I did try that already. Hang on, let me. Gee, I'm just this stream is not good. The amount of buffer is it's very bad today. Why? I'm very. Oh, it was like 10 seconds at the start. Yeah, I figured, and then the buffer would just keep going. But yeah, I'm gonna just gonna keep going, and then I'll get. Wow, yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going then. I'm just gonna keep going, and then. Yeah. Respond. How do I spell again? Comment in time. Okay, just keep playing, and things will be okay. Area 34, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is! It looks like he's writing something. Uh-oh. Hey! What are you doing here? I wanted to talk to you. He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? You guys are so nice. You'll see this comment, baby. You guys are so nice. Thank you for always watching the stream, though. Even if this is such a horrible one today. But thank you. Hang on, I gotta do this. Let me do this. I'll do this for you guys. YouTube is being really mean to me. Hang on, okay. So you guys stay. Guys, so. Oh, too far. Okay, now I go back to my position. You guys will see. You guys will think. Yep. How do I spell? I can't spell today. There we go. Yes. Yeah, there we go. It's finally showing all my the comments that I was doing. Wow. It really does not feel like a couple seconds. As I would want to say, man, go to a place called Cherry Stink Lodge. What is Cherry? Darn it! What's that? I'm not gonna question that, Monty. I'm gonna ignore that, and I'm just gonna keep on playing. Like I said I was. Edgeworth, what you doing? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another, allegation to me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you too. Always. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. I would like to talk to you, please. I'm hungry. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase the fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department error is on my the police department's error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains. That fact remains the same, no matter what excuses I might have. Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Wow, even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. It's okay. You'll be okay. I'll be here. I'll protect you. I try. I did my best. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. Of course I do. I worry about you all the time. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. And tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. Sorry. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? What is that slide? The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That's odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. Ah! It's still a horrible stream even with me. This video is too much stream though, because I can't talk to any of you guys. Just for today, you get this one. Today, you guys get the nuzzles. Yeah, I didn't think about it. It is a pretty long delay between me doing this and that. But yeah, on the OBS it like shows 10 seconds to the live thingy, but I'm not accounting for buffer, so yeah, this is a fun, interesting thing. Anyway, okay, that was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture, something seemed strange about it. Oh, I'll talk to you about the day of the crime then. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? Yeah. The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in the ceremony over the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Had to. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends, cleric stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. By Gant? Take something back? By Gant? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? By Gant. Suspicious guy right there. Gant. Always. Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. Why though? He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. That's a suspicious story. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. My boy, that's suspicious. That's suspicious here. Look at this. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. You see the sword that's supposed to be with the shield and the broken vase? Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like it was taken when he received the King and Prosecutor's trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall's holding. Yeah, it's a little different than yours. Yeah, the stabby swordy swordy. Yes, you're right. Where's the sword? I remember now. Remember what? Who's cooking? My dad's cooking more. That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. Sword bit. There's a story behind this design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? Please do. It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Contradiction? Hang on, let me reset my position again. Okay. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd. Oh, it's not a sword, it's a halberd. The second means shield. Have you heard this story? No, really. Me? Oh, sure, everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it though? For Emma's sake. For my sake too, please. Very well. Please do. I know nothing of this. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Objection! Those claims contradict each other. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard the story before, right? No! Anyways, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of both these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. Wait a minute. I wonder if this is real. Thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize, precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's item. And the ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. Yeah, I can now see the delay. It's a very big delay now. I can tell. But it is in our nature to pursue pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief Gant. What's this? I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out. Oh, hey, Edgeworth? Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet. Ah! You didn't even look. What? Letter of If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignment. Wait, what? No. No. No, no, no. Resignment? Edgeworth, you don't mean... No, no. No, no. I'm tired, right? No. No. I feel as if something inside me has died. No, I'm sorry. Is that because of me? Is it because I started being an attorney? I'm sorry. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. Oh, I whacked my mic again. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. Let me move this over here then. And the path I've walked just hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh, I think it's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter is signed resignation. I've been reading it wrong. It's not resign, it's resignation. Resignation. I wonder if I can use it for something else. I got it. I know what to use it for. Resignment. Well, I'll be seeing you, Miles. I got a thing to... Oh, let me again. February 24, Prosecutor's Office Underground Parking Lot. Hello. Excuse me? Hi, Angel. What do you got? Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Yes. hunger. Give it to me. Yum yum. Yum. Miss Star, I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are a curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who's... the person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't be all attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, the little scene I happened to witness. The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savoured when eaten. Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. So, can I ask why you hate her? Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I didn't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. He must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Huh, Lana. Lana Sky. My sister. The best of the best were put on the SL9 case. Of course, they were led by the legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean, with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong. Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. Her being sacked? After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. Uh-oh. That's my take on the matter. She was being used. Okay. Hang on a second, I just need to... Okay. Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Gant led the investigation, with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. Magnetism? His magnetism? By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. That's suspicious. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes. There were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about the forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked, and always watched out for the other detectives. Lana sounds great. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Lana's nice. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Star. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did you have to turn so cold after that? So what's this about Lana being used? Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. I never thought a case like a case of this game would be so complex. It gladly surpasses my expectations. It is the last case of the game anyways. So they're pulling out of the big guns. And it's so long. Wow. But yeah, oh god. If all the final cases are gonna be like this. I remember the Dual Destinies final case. I don't know how long it took. But it was great. Very confusing. But great. So many twists and turns. But great. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. Lana? Lana? The prosecutor's office. Oh, so you need... I've got a bad feeling. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. Thank you for making me ever the more suspicious of Gant, because I really don't like him. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. He's got some blackmail on her. It's only logical to conclude. There must have been a reason for her change. At last. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. It's so messy! Thank you, Star. You listen to me, Rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be better... I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Okay. I need to go... Here, Gumshoe. February 24, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, you're back. I got a thing for you. You gotta help me for this, though. You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Poor Gumshoe. Brewing coffee, copying files. It's demoted. I'm turning to a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? Emma... No. Emma... No. He's, no. If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ. I got your persistencies, but my answer... Persistency? But my answer is no. Still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. I got a thing. It'll be my neck on the line. I got a thing. That office is the last crime scene of the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. I have a thing. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Edgeworth is resigning. Edgeworth is resigning. So, what's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way. Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious. He was resigning. Is he ever not serious? Owie. I'm hungry that if I breathe into my chest actually does hurt. I can't believe they've pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective. Will you let us in? That's it. I made up my mind. But... Here, take my ID card. Thank you, Gumshoe! We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? No, you're great. So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Isa. Alright. Alright, detective, thank you. Okay. Do I have anything to talk to you about? No? Okay, let's get going. Let me in! Cherry 24 Police Department Chief's Office. Here goes, Mr. Wright. Click. Beep beep beep. Time to be suspicious of everything. Nobody in here? Nobody in here? We're in! Wow. That's a giant delay now. Because it's still showing Angel Star from here. If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Emma, did you whack him in the head? I think you did. I'm sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Detective Gumshoe, are you sure you should be in here? What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking, I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. Oh, thank you. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. Hey, don't do that to my card. Excuse me, don't yell at me. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. I want the wall thingy. The case? No, the safe? Safe. Besides, we're all in this together now. Yep. We're doomed. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Emma! That was out. It peaked again at red. Sorry. Not if we're lucky. Now come on. Let's see what we can find out. Got a bad feeling about this. About what? Sure about this, dude? That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Yes, that's why I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. You didn't want to share. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So, ever since Lana left, nobody's touched the desk? Hey, now we're finally on starting Gumshoe's one on that side. No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes? More or less. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? More or less. Why do you ask, though? You don't think... Nah. You wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Excuse me. What is it? When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's... it's supposed to stop bothering you, pal. Nah. You didn't just let it go at that. Sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Could you just go out, please, Gumshoe? I love you, you're adorable and everything, but like, please go out. Okay, so, what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? I think he's a suspect in one way or another. What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Gant, it's finally come to this. I'm suspicious of him. I'm always suspicious of him. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. There you go, ignoring me again. Sorry. Sorry, but I want this. I want this. This is a safe, isn't it? Safe. Safe, isn't it? That word is right with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. Let's get in. Looks like it needs a code. It looks like it looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. I was like reading it wrong. I was like, what word? Well, which word? I read words twice and stuff like that. My problem. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is. Oh, I know it. Do you know what it is? Of course I do. I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date? It's... no. Let's go. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bing bong. What is in here? It's too easy. Bingo. What number did you enter? 777777. 777777. His birthday was that pile. I don't think it was a birthday. 7777777. The final ID card number on that record. What? Yeah. The number from of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. I'm sorry, what? I peeked at having 8 people on my stream? That's not right. You mean 777777? That ID number? You're missing a 7. I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Grant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Let me in. Is there any money there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a shard of a broken cup. This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else here too. A handprint. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. It's a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? Please leave, Gumshoe. Please, you're not helping out this time around, I'm sorry. I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? Is that all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. And a broken shard of a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two relevant to this SL9 incident? Haha, way too easy. Come on. There's got to be something we can show the detective. Of course there is. Of course there is. This thing. Oh no. Whoa. Back. Present. Here. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when the 3 of us were putting that back together. Ah, those were the days. It was just yesterday. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of the evidence from that case? That's right. One of them shards had the SL9 incident sticker on them. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found. You mean this one? That was in the safe? Yes, that one. That was in the safe. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Let's do it. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. She has a lot of random stuff with her. I love it. If I can piece this together again, to prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Yeah, it has to be this way then. Huh. What is that mark though? There, it feels like a charm. That of course means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of the shard in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But, hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? That piece he's just attached. It's different from the others. What do you mean? There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line? That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? He's suspicious. Of course, that's why. Oh right, I have a jacket on my thing. Let's do this. Let's go do some fingerprinting. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints? Please do. It's a great idea, Detective. Please. Alright, go to town. Sheesh. Yay! What are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints we'd want. We want the, leather thingy, my puppy, please. Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found at the safe. Oh, oh, I knew it. I knew that. The ones with the handprints on them, right? Jeez, where's your sense of humor? Now is not the time for humor. We're running on a tight schedule. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle on the powder on the cloth. Then once... I almost spread a button. God darn it. Then once they've been absorbed into the print, blade the rest away. What are you, my mom? I have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Oh. Partial. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print. Try a different finger then. Okay. This. No, I have to use my mouse. It's much easier to do the mouse. Feel. Oh no, that's not good either. Give him a best shot. Nope. Okay, we'll do a different finger. I kinda wish I could just like click and hold for this kind of thing. Fingerprint! It's not complete, darn it. Here, and here, and here. Bingo! Whose print is this? What? What? Why is this Emma's? fingerprint. That's not good. No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints are they? Oh, you sweet, innocent child. Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Phoenix! Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be They'd be Dark's prints. Psst. Hey, you. Over here. What'd you get? What'd you find? What is it? What's up? What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Don't tell her. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here. Maybe you should hold on to this. Okay. Wasn't there a piece of, paper somewhere? Wow, look at the size of Chief Kent's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, Chief Kent! What is that piece of paper he's hiding, I wonder? I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence. In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case name. Huh? SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, Detective Gumshoe. What did you just say? I said, I wonder what... No, before that. About the evidence list. Normally, they're twice as long. Uh-oh. That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. 2 pages worth of evidence and only 1 sheet was given. A half-size list of evidence. And Miles has the other one. The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. Uh-oh. What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. Well, was I any help? You got us in, of course. Thanks to the ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. That's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. No! Isn't that right? You in the coat? Shit. Chief Cat! We didn't think you'd be back so soon. This is like the Bon Karma case all over again. It's always a scary person that catches us. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting... Hang on a second. I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. Go, 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 go. Oh, you in the quote? Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. I'm sorry. You won't be needing it anymore. I'm sorry, Gumshoe. But, sir. No, Gumshoe, come on. Let's go. Go, please. Now get out. Yes, sir. Come on, Gumshoe. Come with me. Come with me. Come be an attorney with me. We'll be on our way out too then. Wait. You, the one without the spiky hair. No. Emma, stay here. Don't go yet. Emma, no. Me, sir? I'd like a word with you. No. But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet. You with the spiky hair, you're free to go. No. Mr. Wright. No, wait, no, don't leave her. But, Wright. Look, pal, if I had told you once, I told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? You gave me the ID. I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this. I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time? Anyway, are you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the Chief again. Later, pal. And I'm gonna do a thing and see what it looks like on my end. I don't like this. Wow, everything is like really bad on my end. Oh, so that's where it is at. I'm like 5 minutes behind, but I guess by now Gant's found us. Yeah, more or less. It's not good. Wow, the stream is so laggy though. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna kick this out. I actually have the YouTube, the video showing up on my end just to see how that goes, and wow, it's just there. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Uh-oh. Lana, we got some talking to do. I got some words for you, Lana. February 24th, Detention Center. Visitors room. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really, I believe I did mention something quite important. How's the video? The video quality looks okay-ish as well, so I'll close that. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. I'm a smart cookie, you know. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. Hey, Gil, speaking of Chief. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing it because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name? Damond, of course. Well, Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, you're addressing the Chief Prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as an as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Grant's name was never mentioned? Chief Grant? Gant. Edgeworth didn't know about the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of the investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. You think I'm dumb? I'm smart. I'm a smart kitty. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. We only have half a list. I just found this in the safe. It wasn't in the safe. I found this in a safe in the chief's office. Didn't question it. This jar, this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? You're protecting Emma. Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmise, I cannot disobey the Chief's orders. Even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. This case is, Although I cannot tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body, so he was already dead. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Yep. Despite what everyone believes, you are not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon. While inspecting the body. The murder weapon. You mean Edgeworth's knife? Nah, I don't think so. No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand? Yes, it seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then... Angel. She saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Star, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? What's this about the knife? It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. Oh, so you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister. Why would you call Emma? To tell her what happened, to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma was so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted the fact to be kept hidden. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean... Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things in his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card. But it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubt he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? Jeez, what's going on? I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and as an investigator. I want to be a detective. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief office 2 years ago. To be continued! Oh god. Stits! Save! Yes. Okay. So, game's ended on my end. I just gotta wait for the actual stream to catch up. So I'll pop this onto my ending card and just leave it there for a little bit, just for a bit, just for me to clean up my stuff, and then I'll actually end the stream. So actually, on my Sunday, I will still actually be doing the Stardew Valley stream, but it'll actually be roughly around the same time as this stream. Not really. At like 8 o'clock in the morning, because time zone sakes and how Ember's moved and how I've got work on Sundays now, so we had to figure out a different time frame. So yeah, yeah, I do have a Stardew Valley stream on the Sunday, so I hope it'll work out though with how things go. In any case, though, let's hope that the next stream, because it's not going to be on my channel, sorry, I should say that. It's not going to be on my channel, though, on the Sunday. It will be on Twitch of Ember and Asa, maybe Tardy, maybe Sayo, depending on if they're able to stream on with them. But I will retweet their links, and yeah, so that's that. The stream was horrible, but it was still fun. I learned a lot. I learned because not we, because you guys will see this later. But I learned a couple of things. I was right to be suspicious of Gant from the beginning, because I really don't like him. What else? Emma's now a suspect in my eyes, but probably not for the right reason. I think maybe Phoenix has figured it out, but I pressed the button, shoot. Anyways, there is a thing with Emma, and I have a feeling that the main reason why Lana's working with Gant is because of something with Emma. So let's say Damon, so let's just say Gant is threatening Emma and Lan is protecting her, or has something happens, and yeah. So that's my idea. So the next part, so I'm gonna guess it's gonna be one more stream for this one. Which actually, if for the Ace Attorney streams, I think there's only gonna be one more episode left. It'll actually be next week Friday, not on the Tuesday. I have a thing on the Tuesday which I will announce next week. Roughly next week. I'll announce on Monday, or maybe Sunday afternoonish night. Sunday night. I'll announce on Sunday night what's happening on the Tuesday next week. But it's a thing, so be prepared for that one. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling on. Thank you for watching and staying, despite of how horrible my connection was in this stream. But thank you. Have a nice afternoon, day, night, and bye. Bye bye.